I'd like to welcome everyone to this historic event. I'd like to welcome my friends, starseeds, distinguished guests from this dimension and beyond. I want you to be welcome to this historic official activation of the Replenish economy for the realm that we know as Earth. My name is Susan Sinclair. I'm the founder of the Replenish Energy Project. I'm a 50-something Navy veteran, entrepreneur, starseed. It began last month, around the first part of August, with a question that I had asked my higher self regarding our financial paradigm changing. I had thought we were going to a precious metals and commodities-backed digital system exclusively until this question came forward. The answer I received has led me into this marvelous adventure. As a starseed, rather than use a fiat currency or even a precious metal-backed currency, I learned I'm supposed to be using the authentic, original currency of source, which is the currency of energy I've sensed in my hands. This same energy I have had so much fun creating into balls, filled them with intention, distributed them around. The energy is pure consciousness. As I explored this topic intuitively and asked specific questions through my tarot tool, I learned that the pure consciousness has been assisting me in this project and is also known as quantum consciousness and the creative power of source. The thought of moving into a source-based energy economy felt really good, so I began, and I named it the Replenish Energy Project. The idea is to introduce starseeds to source consciousness energy by first activating their new belief system, then activating the source consciousness, then teaching starseeds how to clear themselves of energy that's not supportive of them, and how to connect to their higher self. Once the starseed has these tools, they're ready to be introduced to replenish energy, which between you and me is a lot more than just replenishing, but we've got to start somewhere, right? Because of their multi-dimensionality, the awakened starseed is uniquely equipped to adjust to this new belief system that's required to use the replenish economy. These starseeds step into a higher level of sovereignty, freeing themselves from any economic system of control. And eventually, my project, along with their example, will be able to encourage the 4D humans to also adapt to a new belief system, freeing themselves also from any economic system of control. In a short time, I began an educational YouTube vlog of my journey and the project. Then about 10 days later, another question came to mind, and I asked the tarot about it. The question was, is the starseeds switching over to the new replenish economy the trigger that flips the QFS over into the new financial system? Asking the tarot, the answer was a smoking hot yes. It said it was a magnificent opportunity, enjoying simple pleasures. You are already sovereigns. Create the healthy stability for yourself, and that brings the end of fiat. The advice was to recognize, honor, and celebrate your senses, the physical world, and nature, and to stay determined. Starseeds have been forerunners in this ascension mission, and we continue to be of service. And in this mission, my friends and distinguished guests, we are to create healthy stability for ourselves through the use of pure consciousness to replenish those items that in the past we had no option but to buy through the mainly cabal-run system. Now we will have a choice. Replenish or purchase. You choose. So we're about to begin the activation, and I just want to share a few things with you that I want you to be comfortable during this activation. You're welcome to close your eyes if you like. I expect everyone will leave your videos on because I will be observing the room closely. Make sure that if anybody needs extra time during the activation, I'll pause. And if I pause, I will let everyone know that we're taking a pause. So you'll all be fully informed of what's occurring. I have learned that this activation will be released at a pace that is tailored for each one of you individually. It'll be for your highest good, and it may take up to 8 weeks to complete the total activation. Though all will leave this event with a personal knowing that you have been activated. We have 3 things that we're activating, as said earlier. One is our belief system. 2 is pure consciousness activation. And last but not least is the replenish economy energy activation. So if everyone's ready, I will begin with our belief system activation. If everyone's ready. Okay, all right. As the energy is releasing, I will read what we're receiving. The belief system activation begins now. You are a limitless being, and all things are possible for you as you believe. This activation assists your mind to effortlessly move from the 3D type thinking into the 5D type thoughts and beyond, as far as you choose to think. This is a quantum activation, and all things are possible for you. Each sovereign is unique, and this belief system activation is opening your own potential that has been waiting for this moment in time. Thoughts and ideas will come to be of service to you and may start immediately. These thoughts and ideas are for you to play with and decide if you want to use them. This is all for you. Welcome to your new belief system. You just sit with those energies, and that is the conclusion of the belief system activation. Just sit with those energies. I felt myself go quantum a little bit. How many Susans are there? We're just sitting in these energies. And this recording will be available for you to listen to as many times as you like, so you can have multi-dimensional activations. Take all the time you need. We're just sitting quietly with this, and when everyone is ready to move on to the next one, we will activate the pure consciousness. These are nice energies. We're going to move on to activate the pure consciousness. And as the energy is releasing for the pure consciousness, I will read what we're receiving. And the energy is releasing now. You have chosen to be activated with the energy of pure consciousness. This energy that flows directly from Source has the potential to create all things, to replenish those things you desire. This quantum consciousness is sensed as energy in your hands, though each person may have their own interpretation of how they feel it. It is sometimes felt in your feet also, and you have probably begun to feel it already. This creative power is willing to create as you request and is able to match the frequency and resonance of what you are creating or replenishing. This pure consciousness can provide a direct connection between you and your higher self, and as an energy ball or through your request alone, pure consciousness will clear you of any energies that are not 100% supportive of you as you ask. Say hello to your pure consciousness. We're just pausing to enjoy these energies. These energies are lovely. These energies are quite lovely. We're taking our time. And once you feel settled with this energy, we're going to move on to the final activation. Think we're ready? Okay. Our final activation for this morning is the Replenish Economy Energy activation, and that activation begins now. You are receiving an inner knowing that it is not only possible, but is incredibly easy to work with pure consciousness in replenishing anything you like. The sense of true freedom on a higher level is coming into your hearts and minds. All things are now within your reach. More freedom, more freedom, more freedom. We're sitting in the energies of the replenish economy activation. All things are possible. All things are available. And it's easy. We're sitting here in this energy, getting the knowing. Enjoying this energy. As you sit and enjoy these energies, it's all for you. It's all for you. Our distinguished guests have included their energy in this work. And when you feel comfortable enough to come back, we will start 3 exercises. The first exercise is we're going to learn how to clear energy that's not supportive of you. Then we're going to learn how to connect to your higher self if you want to. And then I hope everyone has brought something to replenish, because we are going to replenish. Okay, all right. Welcome back, everybody. Almost. Are you back with us, Linda? Okay, okay. So the first exercise that we're going to do with this new energy that we have to play with is we're going to make a consciousness ball, and we're going to use this consciousness ball to clear ourselves of any energy. What has happened with some folks is they have energy all around them and they don't realize that some of it doesn't belong to them. So what this consciousness ball does is it permits us to be our authentic self. Now, all things in this activation are for your highest good, each individual for your highest good. And some people, it's not a good thing to clear everything all at once. So working with your higher self or with your guides or who you're communicating with, these beings are going to assist you to work with the pure consciousness to clear yourself at a speed that is most beneficial to you. So first thing we do is I'm holding my phone with one hand. So hold your hands out. There you go. Hold your hands out about maybe 6 inches apart, 8 inches apart, something like that. Now, let me ask everybody, because I can see all of you. Can you feel the energy in your hands? If you can feel the energy in your hands, it'll be going back and forth between your hands, and you'll feel that. You can play with that a little bit. You feel that between your hands. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this is a consciousness ball. This is pure consciousness from source. We're going to take this consciousness ball and bring it down to your feet and draw it up your body. And you're basically surrounding yourself with this consciousness ball with the intention of it clearing any energy and bring it up over your head. Bring it up over your head. And intention is it's going to clear any energy that's not 100% supportive of you. Now we have options. Now we have the consciousness ball up here and it's just cleared you. There, you can either throw it to the sun to be transmuted, or you can throw it to earth to be transmuted. That choice is really up to you. Either way, it'll be transmuted. I throw mine up. That's just my personal preference. Throw mine up to the sun. So let's do that again. Let's do that again. We've had the practice. Now we're going to do it for real. So we're going to have the consciousness ball between our hands, and you'll be able to feel the energy of the consciousness ball. And what you say is you ask the pure consciousness. Let me back up just a moment. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead of myself. So we've got the consciousness ball. I forgot to back up to the first step. Please ask the pure consciousness, please form between my hands. That's what you ask. So as the pure consciousness is formed between your hands, we ask the pure consciousness to please clear me of any energies that's not 100% supportive of me. And we take the ball down to our feet. We draw the ball up our body, clear up over top of our head, and we either toss it to the sun to transmute or we toss it to earth to transmute. Either way. So your energies for the highest good for yourself have now been cleared of all the energies that's not 100% supportive of you. And as you continue to clear yourself twice a day, more, if you have an emotion, if you have something that comes that you don't want it to stay with you, you can do that very simple exercise of pure consciousness. Please form between my hands. Please clear me of any energies that's not 100% supportive of me. Clear your body, throw it out. There you go. And that's it. So the next exercise is to connect to your higher self. In much the same way, we ask pure consciousness to form between our hands. This pure consciousness, you guys are going to have so much fun with, because you could do anything with this pure consciousness, anything at all. And so what I did was I asked it, please give me a clear connection to my higher self, and please fill with unconditional love or anything else that I would like it to fill with. And personally, I take that pure consciousness ball that's been filled with a connection to my higher self, filled with unconditional love and anything else, healthy stability, maybe anything. And I take it, and in the same way, I draw it around my body, start down at my feet. I draw that all the way over to the top of my head. And the difference is, put it on my head because I'm surrounding myself and filling myself with a connection to my higher self and whatever it is that I'm wanting to focus on. Once you've done that, you've got a connection to your higher self. Let's just pause for just a moment and let you guys sit with that. This connection to your higher self. Welcome to your higher self. Once you feel comfortable with that, we will move on to our replenish exercise, but there's no rush. Take your time. Everybody doing good? Good, good. Okay. Okay. Did you bring something to replenish? Have you got something? Let's see. I brought some coffee. Okay, so here we go with the same principle that we've used in these past two exercises. We ask pure consciousness to perform. Yeah, it's going to perform all right. But we're going to ask pure consciousness to form between our hands. Freudian slip, eh? So the pure consciousness has formed between our hands and we can sense it. Okay. Place the consciousness ball over the item that you want to replenish. Ask the quantum consciousness to analyze, assess, and determine the frequency and resonances required to make this item. Analyze, assess, and determine the frequency and resonances required to become this item. Once you've done that, ask the quantum consciousness out. Can you hear me okay? Sorry.
Susan, I think you were breaking up again.
I'm sorry. It was
plasma plasma interference was overloading Zoom. Can we ask you to repeat that?
Okay. I'll start from the beginning. So we have the pure consciousness ball between our hands. We place the consciousness ball over the item to replenish. Ask the quantum consciousness to analyze, assess, and determine the frequency and resonances required to become this item. Then we ask the quantum consciousness to please become that item in non-physical. Then we ask the quantum consciousness to please expand out to fill the container. Then we ask the quantum consciousness to please manifest in my physical now time. And there it manifests. I'm doing my coffee. And there it is. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that little exercise, working with a pure consciousness, knowing that all things are possible for you. And if you're like me, you probably take a recipe that somebody gives you and then you turn it into your own. And that's exactly what I hope you do. Oh, oh. Um, so, friends and star seeds and distinguished guests from multiple dimensions. Before we move on to our question and answer period, I ask that you give yourselves a round of applause. And on behalf of, and on behalf of the star seeds present in this gathering on September 9th, 2023, I declare the Replenish economy of Earth is officially active. Congratulations, you guys. Congratulations. So, are there any immediate thoughts or questions that have come to mind? If so, go ahead, Joy. You're muted.
Thank you so much for sharing everything that you've been working on for the past few weeks. It's amazing. And I'm so grateful to you for doing this for us. And wanted to share that as we were doing the last exercise, I could actually see the way that I see the quantum is like data points all over the place and they start to connect. So I saw that and could feel it and loved the this tool of the ball of consciousness. And I think what I'd like to do is it's probably going to take me a little bit of time to actually sit down and let the process complete itself, but I could actually feel and know this as being viable using a business term. I could actually know that this was a viable way of replenishing things. So it's very powerful, and I wanted to thank you for that.
You're very welcome. You are most welcome. Everyone is. Yes. And I'm so glad that you said that, Joy, because that was exactly what I was wanting people to get out of this, was that knowing, that deep inner knowing that this is a reality. And now, with this activation, it is a reality. We have made it a reality. Oh my gosh.
I just want to acknowledge all the. I'm going to start crying because I'm just so touched. And that's how I'm activated. I get activated with tears. Just honored to be part of this process, being a bridge, and honored to be with all these unbelievable energies and all your thought process and your special soothing voice, Susan Sinclair, listening to you talk to your animals as you're processing your own experience and just sharing it with us. And when I was having my belief and my pure consciousness and my replenished energy, as my eyes were closed, the colors in my pineal gland were pink and blue, and they merged into purple. So I was extremely activated into the universe, and I just wanted to thank you all, because we're all, I believe, collectively and consciously touching each other with this unbelievable energy that we have. And I'm just want to let you know, I just appreciate this ability to be with you and to experience it. So thank you.
Thank you, Marilyn. That's beautiful. Thank you. Wow, and going into purple. From what I understand, purple is sovereign. That's a sovereign color.
Well, I wanted to say that, first of all, thank you for putting this idea into reality. And I've heard you talk about the energy ball, and I've pictured you with your energy ball, but now I feel like I have my energy ball, and to lead me through the steps, and I could really, really feel the energy in my hands. I could feel it come up my body. And thank you so much for landing it on my head so I could be in touch with my higher self. It was just a wonderful exercise to bring home and practice. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's my privilege. So if people have, if you have thoughts and ideas that you would like to share, Winnie is going to be compiling an anthology that she would definitely consider putting in her anthology. If you want to share your experience, this is a historic experience that the ripples of it have been felt through the multiverse. What we have just done today with the 8 of us. 8 is enough, just like the show. So I think Winnie you did share your email. Okay. So, and I would also like to share my Zoom, not my Zoom. I'm sorry. Hang on. I was going to share my Signal group. The Signal group and YouTube channel, so that people could go continue to watch these others, the other videos. But I think it's okay. I think what we're going to do, Joy, it'll be fine. It'll be just fine the way it is, and I can adjust things later.
We can always
So
add the links when we share the Zoom link. You can put it all in there, because I think all of us are kind of very quantum.
So am I. I am too. I'm trying to focus on my little phone, and I'm like, no, I'm out in the universe. So, if we're done with the questions, we can actually stop recording and hang for a while. If you guys want to just do that, I think that would be a marvelous idea. Okay.